Welcome back to Money Talks with Dan Joss. How are you today?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. So, I see all these initials and letters and things after people's names, and you've got a whole string of them. Tell me about this CFP thing behind your name.
Sure. The CFP stands for Certified Financial Planner.
Okay.
It's a registered trademark, so usually the planner or the advisor that uses it will have some sort of noun following it, like Certified Financial Planner, Professional, or Advisor.
Okay.
But yes, I'd call myself a CFP professional.
All right. And what's the difference there between a CFP professional and a CFP advisor?
Nothing there. The CFP mark, because it's trademarked, they're just protecting the CFP. And it's just a little bit different than what a CPA would be, which is not a registered trademark.
Okay. All right.
And by having the CFP mark protected, they can have certain requirements of obtaining it and keeping it.
All right. But obtaining it, so what are some of these requirements to get it, much less to keep it?
Yeah, well, the first requirement, we call them the 4 E's. The first requirement is education.
It's not easy?
No, it's not for easy. It's difficult.
Okay.
It's not for everybody. But you have to at least have a bachelor's degree.
Okay.
Obviously then, or higher, from an accredited college or university to obtain the CFP designation. There's an examination. The CFP exam is given 3 times a year. It has about a 50% pass rate.
Okay.
I luckily passed mine the first time.
Nice.
So it is rigorous. It goes through phases. It used to be a 2-day exam when I took it 20 years ago. It's a 1-day exam now, but it's 6 hours, and so it's quite comprehensive.
A 6-hour exam?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that sounds more than quite comprehensive. That sounds like agony to me.
Yep. Not agony, but it's certainly memorable.
Okay.
Experience is the other E. You could have your education, pass the exam, but until you've done actual planning, according to the CFP board, about 3 years of experience is required before you can actually start then using the CFP mark.
And does somebody look over that, or how does that work?
I'll actually be doing that for my employee, recording their hours, and then I'll be testifying to the CFP board saying this person, because of me, has done the proper hours.
Okay, so the CFPs are really invested in protecting that designation.
Right.
And they're not going to let somebody who just, I showed up to work a couple times in the last 3 years and got it done.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's nice that y'all are mentoring, if you will, and making sure that it's done right. Yep. So that was the experience part, but I think you said there were 4 E's.
Yep.
What's the fourth one?
Education, experience, examination, and ethics.
Ethics?
We have an ethics standard that's on you could go find it on the Standards of Professional Conduct on the CFP website. But we say, certain things. We'll do things and we won't do things, and it's there.
And what are some of these things that you would do or won't do? Give me an example or two. It's radio. We can edit it.
I know that. I should have looked. Don't ask me that one.
Will not lie, cheat, or steal, or associate with those that do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to have to go back and think, because I just finished my ethics class.
Okay.
That's a 2-hour per 2-year requirement.
Okay.
Which goes through, a whole list of the way we do business.
All right.
According to these topics.
I got the question for you.
We'll cut that one out.
Right. So ethics, things change in our society constantly. Do they update the ethics program in this, or is this just rules that were made centuries ago?
Well, some of it's rules that were made centuries ago. We'll be honest and do things the right way, take care of the client. But we do have a requirement as part of our continuing education is to take a 2-hour ethics class before you recertify every 2 years.
Okay, so what I picked up from that is you've got to be recertified every 2 years, and the education is ongoing. So you got education in the beginning, but then you have to stay educated all along?
Yep, 30 hours every couple of years. You have to keep on top of your game, as I'd say.
Okay, well, that makes good sense. So that's a lot of knowledge there. If you had to kind of wrap that up in a neat little bundle, how might you do that?
Well, technically, there's about 8 core topics, but I usually count on my 5 fingers on my left hand. There's estate planning, there's retirement planning, tax planning, investment planning, and insurance planning.
Okay.
There's others like education planning, but that kind of is applies to only certain people that need that. But those 5 pretty much apply to everybody that wants some help. Will need help in each of those areas.
Okay. So this has been very interesting, and I've been around the financial world, I guess, and business world for a while, and this really helps me to recognize that there are a lot of initials on it after people's names that I don't understand what they mean. And there could be people out there listening, I'm sure there are, who say, yeah, I don't know what my guy's initials mean or my lady's initials mean. That's probably not a great thing for us to do. We should probably find out what they mean.
Yep. If you see initials behind an advisor's names, look them up. The CFP has a website, cfp.net, and it has how they can help you and what they know and what the requirements are to have that designation.
And just what are some of the other designations out there that aren't CFPs that people might think of as, well, this is a financial guy, he'd be able to take care of this for me?
Could be a certified financial consultant. Could be a registered retirement planner or certified retirement planner. There's literally scores of designations, each with their own focus.
Okay.
I think the CFP is obviously more broadly based, given the topics that we're covering. You could say maybe a mile wide and a foot deep, and some designations are a mile deep and a foot wide.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So this has been Dan Joss talking with us about Money Talks. And if you want to get in touch with Dan Joss, Dan, what's the best way for them to do that?
My phone number is 757-903-2127.
Okay. Very good. Thanks for this really informative piece about Certified Financial Planners, CFPs, and encouraging us to find out what the initials behind the people's names are that we're working with. Thank you.
Thank you.